I have no career background, no education background in tech. I have no connection, I have no referral, I don't know anyone. So I think for those people who just have nothing and you want to apply for big tech and Uber, this video will be very beneficial to you. Hi everyone, for those who don't know me yet, my name is Tina. In this channel, I talk about everything product management, life in tech, and some personal diaries. Just about 2 years ago, I left my first job out of school. I was at Uber for 3 years, and in that 3 years, I have 3 different jobs. In today's video, I want to talk about how I actually landed my job at Uber without any referral, without any connection, without any work experience. And at the end of it, I will talk about some key takeaway for people who want to apply for Uber or other big tech. Before I dive too deep into how I actually land my job, I just want to talk a little bit about my background. I grew up in Taiwan and I moved to the US when I was 16. In undergrad, I majored in theater, international studies, and advertising. So how I actually landed this job. I remember after I finished my undergrad, I moved to Canada. In Canada, I decided that I was going to pursue a master's degree in business. And after 1 year, actually, before my school even started it, I started to job hunting. During that year when I was in school, if I see anything on LinkedIn, WhatsApp group, community forums, school educational career forum, if I see a job posting, I will apply for it. If there's a job, there's my applications. So how I actually landed this job, it was a very interesting story. So just right after my school ended, I kept seeing this job posting. Uber Eats Chinese support representative role everywhere. And a couple of my friends actually sent the same job posting to me. At that time, when I see this job posting, I actually didn't apply for the job because when I looked at it, the job posting was really vague. There was only like 5 lines of description on the job posting. I wasn't sure if I'm actually applying for Uber Eats office job or would I be applying for Uber Eats driver role. And at that time, I just don't think I want to pursue driver role. So when I saw it, I just kind of ignored it and didn't apply for it. But after 1 month, I still have been seeing this role and my other friends sent the same job posting to me again. And I was like, you know what? 1 month have passed by and I still don't have a job. I didn't even have any interview invitation lining up. So why not just apply for it? And hopefully maybe if I get the opportunity to practice my interview skill set, why not? So I applied for the job. I reached out to the hiring manager directly just because I saw this job posting in a WhatsApp group. On August 28, 2018, I wrote to the hiring manager, "Hi Uber Eats hiring manager team, I'm writing this email to express my interest in applying for Chinese restaurant representative at Uber Eats. I noticed this career position through the connection during a networking event." And just like that, magic happened. The hiring manager got back to me right away. "Hi Tina, could you attach your resume? Thank you." At that moment, I feel like this is too magical. I have been applying for jobs, I have no response, and I applied for this job, boom, it's at Uber Eats, and hiring manager got back to me right away on the next day. In my mind, I feel like good things shouldn't be happening to me. I don't think I deserve this. So I just quickly make this assumption where this must be a driver role. Uber is looking for a driver so badly. That's why they get back to me right away. "Thanks Tina, are you available at any time for 30 minutes interview via telephone? If so, I will send through a calendar invitations." So just like what I said, I felt this might be a driver role. So when I went to the interview, I didn't really prepare for it. I prepared for it, but just not as hard as I would have been if I know this is an actual office job. On the day of the interview, August 21st, 2018, when the hiring manager turned on the webcam, in her background, the office looked like this industrial red bricks, kind of like industrial design vibe, and there were like a lot of trees behind her where she was sitting. At that moment, I knew it. I knew my life was over because it's an actual job. Like I feel like I just missed this one-shot opportunity and I didn't prepare for my 100% and I just felt so regretted. The interview was really short. It was like 20 to 30 minutes. And one of the questions the hiring manager asked me was, "Have you ever ordered anything from Uber Eats before? And how did you like the app?" And my answer was, oh, like I was a student, I've never ordered anything from Uber Eats before because I can't afford Uber Eats, it's a little bit expensive for me. At that moment, after I said that, I regret it because I feel like I am too brutally honest. After the interview ended, I reached out to the hiring manager. Thank you for interviewing me. It was great talking to you. The role sounds very exciting and I am very excited to join the team. Right after I sent out the email, I feel really bad. And I think I also cried because I feel like that was my only shot. I didn't have any interview invitations at all, and my only chance, I didn't even really prepare for it. And I just feel like I should have prepared with my 100% effort. And just a couple days passed by, I didn't hear anything from the hiring team, so I followed up with the hiring manager. I hope this message finds you well. I'm following up with our interview on Tuesday for the role. 4 more days after, on the August 28th, the hiring manager emailed me back. Thank you very much for the follow-up. We have some additional interview this week. I will circle back with you shortly with an update. At that moment, when I read that email, I can feel that even now I can still feel that. I just feel like my heart was racing and then there's like something in my stomach, like a butterfly or something. And I just hope that this thing will be over and I can get a job. So I waited a little bit more and it was a long weekend, but I still didn't hear back. So on the 4th of September, and as much as I don't want to be so annoying, that annoying candidate, but I just feel like if I don't follow up again, it just doesn't sit right with me. And I just feel like if I just follow up one more time, if things doesn't go out, at least I try. So I decided to follow up. I said, I hope you had a great long weekend and you are doing great. I'm following up with the interview result for the Chinese restaurant representative position. I waited for 1 more week. I still don't hear anything back. And I still remember at that moment, it was a tricky timing in my life because if I don't get a job soon, then my status and my visa situation in Canada will expire. And when they expire, I won't have the legal status to stay in Canada and I will have to leave the country. So everything was just lumps all together and it was really tricky. And I waited a little bit more. I still have no response. In my mind, I was like, okay, you know what? I think it's done. I need to go home. I need to pack my bag and life is over. And just almost at the time that I was about to give up, the hiring manager messaged me back. So on the 17th of September, hi Tina, my sincere apologies for the delay in getting back to you. We have had a number of moving pieces on our site, which has led to some uncertainty about open roles. Fortunately, we are fully staffed on the Chinese support program. However, we do have a couple of openings on our restaurant onboarding team. Would you be interested in joining the team? Immediately when I saw that last line, I said yes. Give me that contract. When do I start? No problem. I will be there. And just like that, my 3 years at Uber started at that time. Oh my god, when I'm like talking about this story, I can feel the goosebumps. Now thinking back, I can still feel the panic, the nervousness, the scariness, the anxiety, the uncertainty that I was feeling in my mind. So I know job hunting, it could be like quite nervous and scary. So for the people who are also interested in applying for Uber or other big tech company, here are 3 lessons that I have learned. First lesson, if you're like me at that time, fresh out of school, have no work experience and don't know what you want to do in life yet, that's okay. You can take a lower position just to try to get your foot into the door. Because if you do that, if you join a big company, you will have the opportunity to see how in a big company, what does the structure look like. And you will also be able to tap into learning different roles and then what are all the different roles that big tech company might have and you might be interested in. So take myself as an example. When I joined Uber, I was an onboarding specialist. So my only job is calling restaurants and then educate them and teach them on how to use Uber Eats tablet. However, when I took on that role, I was able to know, oh, okay, in a big tech company, there is account management role, there's customer success role. And because of that, helped me land my second role at Uber. Second lesson, it's don't make assumption. Just because a hiring manager or the recruiting team didn't get back to you right away or immediately, doesn't mean rejection. Just like my case, even though I didn't hear from hiring manager right away and I didn't get the offer right away, it doesn't mean it's a rejection because the hiring manager was too busy in the background to find the role that will be better aligned with my skill set. If I had made early assumptions that, oh, the hiring manager didn't get back to me, that means that I'm not getting this job, and I just pack my bag and go home, probably I wouldn't have landed this role. There were also a lot of other examples where my past Uber colleague told me that the job that they got, actually it's not the one that they applied for. The hiring manager actually gave them something else because they felt they will be better suited for other roles. That just said that if you don't hear back, don't make assumption first, follow up, and maybe you'll get an even better job. Third, be honest. Remember early on I told everyone that the hiring manager asked me if I have ever used Uber Eats app, and my answer was, oh sorry, I've never used the app because I was a student at that time and Uber Eats was a little bit expensive for me and I couldn't afford it. And I feel like I was too brutally honest. I should have made something up. But if I have made something up, I will probably didn't get the job. The reason is, after I have been working in tech company for so many years, and not only have I been interviewing people, I have also been interviewing at many different companies, and I realized one of the best quality that we can find in a candidate is when the candidate is being honest and being vulnerable. If they don't know something, they will just tell you, oh sorry, I don't know, but if I were in this position, this is something that I would do. And this is the best quality because at that time you know this candidate is not lying. Second, you know that this candidate, when they don't know something, they will come up with the better solutions or think about what they will be able to do next if they were in that situation. This is something that most hiring manager will be looking for. If you're lying, a hiring manager can so easily tell. If they can sense you're lying, the chance that you'll be getting this job will be very low. So when you don't know something, it's totally okay to say you don't know. But if you're in that position, what would you do? Okay, here comes to my final words for those people who are interested in joining big tech. There are probably a lot of people out there who seems like they don't have to spend so much effort and they can quickly, boom, land a big job, their dream job in fame. But I just want to say that 99% of the time it's probably not true. Take my case as an example. I started to look for a job even 1 year before I started my master program. I was literally job hunting for 1 freaking year. When I was in job hunting process, I literally have a giant spreadsheet writing down which company I applied for, which date, if our hiring manager got back to me at all, if I had follow up, and what was the process. I applied for more than 100 jobs. So I just want to say that job hunting process is really tough. So don't feel like, oh, someone already landed the job means you're not good enough. It just takes time. So if you were like me at that time, hasn't get a job yet, that's okay. Just keep trying and good things will come. So here sums up my video. If you like this video and you stay until now, after I left Uber, I decided that product management is something that I want to do next. So if you're also interested in product management, you can check out, my A Day in Life as a product management. And to learn what I actually do as a product manager now in big tech, I will link it somewhere here. But thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please like, comment to let me know this is something that you like, so I know I will continue to make similar videos. And that's it. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys later. Bye!